So I'm back, and I'm starting with the sign of Gemini. And yes, it could seem like I'm doing a lot of channelings for the sign of Gemini, but it's for right now. I'm gonna be doing channelings for Gemini, but other signs as well. Here and there. Gemini is just gonna be the most consistent because until I really get like my numbers up and back up and going, like they were on my Butterfly to Light channel before I really I took a break off of that channel. I'm trying to see how I want my hair, y'all. I switched things up. I was doing my regular readings, monthly readings on that channel. I had built a very strong following. I still have that following over there. And I was surprised. Like, I might have lost some people, but the majority of people stayed over there. And I literally switched my channel from doing card readings to doing astrology about surrounding the birth chart and other various metaphysical and spiritual topics, which I am continuing to do. And it gets pretty interesting because you got to understand, I completely understand my mission. And so it's not going to be the norm of conversation topic. And sometimes when that happens, the algorithm gets messed up, or it's not, people have to catch on to it. I understand that. And because I'm not a complete person that's into this defeatist attitude, I understand, like, okay, I have to title things certain ways. I have to at least have that popular topic, but incorporate the jewels that I need to incorporate, So I'm back, and I could not really focus. Like, the way that things was going, I feel like I was in a battle with myself, y'all. Like, serious, because of different reasons. I mean, being a Gemini, I can multitask all day, but it's still, you have to have, like, you have to be in agreement with yourself to completely move forward. And I know a lot of times with the twins, what we do is one twin wants one thing, the other twin wants the other thing. One twin gives in to the other twin for a little while to be like, okay, well, fine, we'll do what you want. But then kicks in and be like, but I'm not happy. This is why you'll find the Gemini sometimes juggling. Like, it seems like they go back and forth on what it is that they want and they need. That's the biggest thing. And even with partners, it'll literally be where Geminis end up having two partners that they're interested in, or multiple choices, even beyond what you want, because that is and it'd be really hard to choose because that's what the energy brings in, right? And sometimes it's like, dang, like, I want this, yes, and I want this person, but then again, I don't. Sometimes I just want my space, and I just want, to be single, but I want to be in a relationship, but I want this person, yeah, but what about this person? Because we're constantly coming across options. But I really feel like the trick is, and when you do your prayers and you do your manifesting and you do your intents, you have to have both sides of twins into agreement. And that has to come from an intent or will, or to say, okay, when you pray, don't just pray, spirit, archangels, universe, God, whatever, Buddha, higher self, bring me in a soulmate. Because you might end up getting couple soulmates. You have to say that I'm attracted to, they're attracted to me. Listen, I'm going to be doing more stuff about this. Don't worry. We're going to get you right and tight. A lot of this stuff I practice on myself first before I can say that, listen, I'm a analyst. I'm a scientist. I consider myself a scientist. To me, astrology, the planets, all that is based on a science. So, and I observe behavior. That's my job. And so I put myself, I use myself as like an experiment and project sometimes. I'm not going to go into details of what I'm going to be doing, but you're going to find out because I'm going to let you have access to it. You guys will have access to it very shortly. It's not going to take me a long time because it's right here inside of me. I'm not going to sit here and talk about it. But what I'm saying is that you have to be aware of the fact that you're attracting something in for both twins, for both sides of yourself. So you want that to be in an all-inclusive package. So, and look, and what ends up happening with Geminis is that you realize you have to do work that suits both twins. That puts double work on your table, agenda. I get it. But ultimately, you will be happy because both twins are happy. The best way is to go the route that incorporates both twins. That's where being creative comes in. And you're knocking it out at once. If you don't want to have multiple partners, the best thing to do is, or throw in one, like, seriously, is to request a partner that both twins are attracted to, that fits the needs of both twins. And I know you might be like, oh no, that's hard. No, it's not. Because if you really think about it, people are looking for a variety anyways. And they are. Imagine a man and him having what seems to be like two different personalities in a woman. That cuts off, and I think this is where a lot of men get scared, and women too, but this is the norm for women to get scared sometimes when dealing with men. But where a lot of men get scared when dealing with Gemini women, they be like, dang, like, can I satisfy this person really? Like, it's intimidating, it's fascinating, and everything at the same time, but it's intimidating because it's like I'm with two different women, like I'm with two different. So that's where intimidation comes from, but it's attractive at the same time, but what ends up happening is one twin ends up working against that person in what direction we're trying to go in with that person, and the other twin wants it. So you have to actively be mindful, like, okay, we want somebody that wants both twins, like that both twins, are attractive to, they want us to, but we're attracted to them, we both want them, they're going to fit our needs, blase. You can think it's mental illness that what I'm talking about if you want. You can think it's mental, but it's not. This stuff is very real. And ultimately, we're trying to master ourselves, but the energy that comes in our direction, like, it just is what it is. I don't worry about what people, I'm just like, listen, you believe what you want to believe. I'm going to believe what I want to believe, but I'm not going to have, and I think that with Geminis, people are questioning us, and they question us and like, they want to act like something is wrong with us because they can't do stuff that we do. And it's just plain and simple. And because they can't do stuff that we do, they act like we're holding some big secret and we're doing, like, no, we're not. We're just being ourselves. You can't do what I do. I can teach you possibly, and still then you probably can't do what I do. And they wonder why, and they say that we're arrogant, but it's like, no. You have to get to the point of where you have to build a certain level of confidence for yourself. Really think about this. Because if you don't, as a Gemini, you will constantly be defeated. You will constantly be mentally disturbed. You will constantly be tormented and tortured because of the people around you. Just really think about that. So if you don't have a level of confidence in who you are as a Gemini, or just as an individual in general, that's just on something different, you won't be able to stand as strong and remain who you are in the process. So a lot of it is not necessarily that Geminis are limited in our beliefs. Like, yes and no. Because that shadow side channeling I did, I suggest you go look at it. Gemini shadow side speaks. It shows where, yes, Gemini is having some belief that, not that the belief is wrong. See, that's where people get it twisted. It ain't that the Gemini's belief is wrong. It's that the Gemini's belief is not suiting us in where we're trying to go right now and how we're trying to get there. It's not suiting the magic that's in store for us. It's limiting us because we keep wanting to know. And when we don't feel like we know, we end up getting confused and blase and no. But I feel like it's more about the fact that Other people feel like what we believe or what we believed was wrong. Other people feel limited in their way of thinking. So they're telling us, listen, just so they can still be comfortable in what they know and what they believe and how they do it. Even though they see wonders being worked in the life of the Gemini, they want to tell us it's something wrong with our belief system. No, we understand, as much as they think we're out of order and that we're chaotic or whatever. No, we understand order more than anybody, more than any other sign. We understand order. And so we understand, okay, well, it's best to build oneself up. It's best to take care and master whatever and work on one's craft of oneself before doing that to someone else or with other people, whatever the case may be, because you have to have some type of foundation to go back to. You have to. When things fail or when things don't go as you feel like they should go. We understand that more than anybody. Other people, they just want what they want. We want what we want, and we lack patience. I get it with certain things. No. But we're willing to let go of that to meet the higher good, or to just be like, okay, fine, I'm gonna sacrifice myself and what I want. Other people, they're not. The reason what their patience comes in at is they're so freaking selfish and completely hung up on themselves that they have the patience enough to not give up on that in which they want. It looks like they got just so much patience. You better, Gemini, I'm telling you. Okay? So let's get some cards for Gemini. Eventually, I'm going to start going live to talk to some of y'all, too. Listen, what y'all want to see? What y'all want to see? Because I'm on point. And I realize that that's a lot of people's problem with me. I'm just about to go here. I'm about to be open. I'm about to be real because I'm tired. Y'all, I am tired. And the people that support me and they follow me and they not even follow me, man, they rock with me because that's what it is. I come across some highly enlightened people, man, and I don't sleep on them. I read birth charts for people that are very enlightened. And I realize that everybody's not enlightened. I understand that. And just because you're a Gemini don't mean that you are. Just because you're an air sign don't mean that you are. You're up until the level that you're up into. And then other signs can definitely be highly enlightened. And, so I understand all that. But I'm about to show you a card. Look what it says, order. Did you not just see me shuffle the cards? Did you not just see me talk about the fact that we understand order? And listen. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, that's why I come up with competition. When people see me as competition, they will not. It's very rare. People will watch me or whatever, but they're not gonna consider me anything. I be feeling like people are hoping, like I really hope that listen, people will watch me to get information that I have or what I'm gonna say or whatever, but you will never catch them really saying it or revealing where they got it from. You won't. They will not, and I have issues with coworkers at my regular job. Any jobs that I'm at, there's some issue that I'm having with certain coworkers. To where it's a competition at work. This is no saying for you. This is the same for YouTube. Whatever genre I'm in, I'm gonna have competition in that area. Period. And this ain't me bragging on myself. It's just true. Where you'll see people working and teaming up with other people, doing interviews, whatever, but they won't team up with me because they even though they may not want to feel that way, they see me as competition. Period. And I'm over it. And I'm here and I'm speaking my truth. And I'm saying what I feel like saying. That's what I'm doing. Because this is what's real to me. And one thing I don't do anymore, I rarely doubt myself anymore. And if I am, excuse me, in that mood to where I'm doubting myself, I quickly get out of it. Because people will have you doubt yourself. But no, it ain't always what it seems, is what I'm trying to tell y'all. And I'm going to tell y'all another thing before I keep shuffling the cards. Because I just kind of feel like what I'm speaking is just my testimony. That's just it. But it's, you know, it's some, in this place, it's in my birth chart too. If you know your birth chart, it's a lot of stuff that you'll be aware of. It's still hard to handle, but it's a lot that you'll be aware of. Okay. But yeah, I've had people try to hold me to standards that they would never hold for themselves. Had me thinking in my mind something was wrong with me. I wasn't good enough. I'm doing something wrong. But just to take a step back and look at it all and look at all of them, and I see right through all of the situations. And I'm like, wow, like you was trying to make me feel like something was wrong with what I was doing. Like you was not, like what was wrong with you? And this is why I'm also going to get into the topic of talking about and dealing with entities. Yeah, that's attached to people or that will use people to stop you. You know, I'm going to get more into that. That's something probably I would do on my other channel. Although on this channel, I'm not just limited to cards, but I get why people come to these channels, you know, like I get it. But let's go here. Order. See, this is what I'm talking. I don't even got to go into details about this, Gemini. We are like, who is this? Nikki D. Like we already just talked about this. Order. There's a certain order in which things are happening for you right now. For real. That maybe it's, excuse me, it's there. Like you in on the spiritual, from the other side of things, on the spiritual side of things, that when dealing with manifestation is just about you being present. You in actively manifesting or doing what it is that you're trying to manifest, and then things fall into place on the other side. There's an order to this, you know. Order of operation. I don't know why I got the order. Y'all, listen, I wasn't trying to spaz out. Well, I don't care. Like, I'm tired of people. They're trying to make you believe that they live in such a studious life and like, yeah, girl, get the fuck out of here. And I'm going to talk my mess. That's what I'm going to talk. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to say. Courage, Remy Ma, and I keep telling y'all, well, y'all know Remy Ma. So Gemini, this is going to take your courage. Wow. See? I just had to present courage right there. And you got to be able to see the humor in all of this. The humor. If you can find a way, even on your saddest days, even dealing with depression and everything, if you can actively find a way, trust me, to find humor in a situation, or just take a time to turn on a funny movie, listen to a joke, and laugh a little bit, it can lighten your spirits. Some of y'all are funny though. Guidance. You're definitely being guided towards some type of connection. Yeah. It's a spiritual connection. It's guided by the angels. Look, this is guidance. You're being guided. Connectivity, to connect with that in which is for you by the spiritual world, by somebody who's passed over. Yeah, that's definitely there. Ooh. Ambition. Ambition will take you far. Superstition. Yep. Superstition. But I feel like that, I don't know. I'm thinking about, who is that singer? Stevie Wonder, I think it is. Very superstitious. Writings on the wall. Yep. That's about, listen, you gotta be able to, well, Stevie Wonder's talking about people believing in things that they don't understand. That's limiting them. Which is a lot of people do. That could be going on for Geminis. I do believe, though, that superstitions is talking about, you see signs all around you. Like the signs, the guidance that you're going to get is very superstitious in nature. It's very mysterious in nature. It's not going to be no clear, direct answers. Let me drink some of my coffee before it get cold. Yeah, you have to have the courage to believe in this, or pursue it anyways, without knowing. That's just what it is. Because we got a lot of Pisces energy in Gemini's 10th house of career structure. Really think about what the house of Capricorn represents. Things that we do every day consistently, that we know of, we're aware. It's very pragmatic, it's very practical. But it seems like we're being asked to do things that are impractical right now, and that has no logic to them, but really it's very practical, because we can make money off of it. We can use it in our day-to-day. We can use it to help other people. We can invest in our environment, in our career, in our long-term goals, in our public image, because Pisces is there. Self-esteem. Some of your self-esteem is being tested, or was being tested. But I feel like confidence. You guys, there's a lot. Yes, there's a lot that you're learning, but there's a lot that you've mastered too. And if you want to master it, you got to do what it takes to build those skills. You know? You could be connecting to people that's getting you to your next, to be aware of this. That may not necessarily just be about love, but it's like, dang, this person is triggering me, or these people are triggering me. Okay, so let's get some cards. Ooh. And I'm going to do a video right after this, to where I'm focusing on like a lover or something of yours. Okay, so we got the Two of Wands on top of Order. So things are just every day actively pursuing something. You might be a little busy. You might... Listen. If there is anybody or anything that you feel like is out of your control right now, and I'm sure that's for a lot of y'all, okay? Put your time, invest your time and your energy into doing something. And Spirit says, listen, you don't got to sit. Yeah, you can know what you know. You don't got to sit there and wait and be distracted, because that's what Piscean energy will do. You can just constantly, you can make sure that every day you're consistently working towards something, to where you be like, damn, I miss this person. My heart is broken. Like, I need attention. I need love. Whatever you need. Spirit says, yes, need all those things, and then get up, dag on it, and do something towards your career or pursuing one of your goals. Get up and do your homework. Get up and do some research. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, let me calm down. I said, at the end of the day, when a month down the line, 2 months down the line, 6 months down the line, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, damn, my heart was broken. They had me fooked up. Okay, they had me fooled up. But look at me rolling in the dough, though. Look at my house I just brought. Bitch. Look at my new lover, though. Look at the love of my life that really I couldn't see that I was moving towards. See that? You see how that works? Because you turned your pain into profit. You turned your pain into something that's going to benefit you. But you got to act. You got to do it, though. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Things are going to orchestrate. The universe is going to use people. You're going to come across people. Yeah, it's going to orchestrate. Be like an orchestration of events, of course. to where you're going to come across people and they're going to want to support you and they're going to want to whatever back you or so whatever. But at the same time, initially, you got to be willing to do this stuff yourself. You got to be present. Mm-hmm. Ooh, courage. 7 of Wands. Ooh, the 4 of Pentacles. Ooh, 10 of Wands. 4 of Pentacles. Like, listen, because this is what I'm saying. It's not easy. Some of y'all are holding yourselves back. It ain't easy with this courage here that you got. That's why I say it's courage. It's going to take courage. This is why. People think it's easy to have courage. No, it's not. Because you're putting yourself on the line every time you do. And every time you move towards something, that's difficult. And that's different. It's out of your comfort zone. That's what I feel like, it's out of your comfort zone. But what it does is your courage solidifies your path, your movement. I said your courage solidifies that in what you want. Would you go to a specialist? Would you voluntarily go towards like somebody to do surgery on you that did not know how to properly make an incision? Think about it. No, you would not. No, you would not. So when you're talking to a physician, a doctor, whoever, a surgeon, and they're talking about what they're going to do, you don't want to hear them say anything like, well, I think that I kind of know what I'm doing because I have done one other person, but that was by way of actually me being assisted. So yeah, I think you'll be right. I think you'll come out right. No, you would not. You would have red flags all over. You would be cautious. You would be like, I don't know if I want to deal with this person. But if the physician said, yes, listen, I have been doing this type of surgery for 15 years, 10 to 15 years. I have worked on hundreds of thousands of people. Only a few was disgruntled, and that was for something that was not even really my fault. I can assure you that you will be fine, or that you're going to really like the results. You're going to get positive results. See, when you're dealing even with people and lovers, they don't want nobody that's feeling like is like doubting who they are. They want people that wants them. But look at this. And you want the same, vice versa. You want somebody that wants you. Not that's acting shady and unsure. But you're holding back. I can even say this could be somebody that does not really have the courage to come towards you for whatever reason. Could have been something they've done to you before. Whatever it is. You know. I'm not going to get on this other person yet because I'm going to do a separate reading for that. But yeah, this courage is what's solidifying your foundation, though, with the 4 of Pentacles. Because this is about you investing in what it is that creates a foundation, a secure foundation for you. For a home, family, commitment, business, because it's Pentacles, work. Y'all, I swear I don't be trying to yell. But I'm telling you, I just really be getting into what I'm saying. Like, I be sitting here getting into what I'm saying so much. That's why, and when I don't have my microphone, I talk even louder. So when I get my other MacBook, then that's something that I'm going to be setting up again. Ooh, justice. What is that justice with the, oh, Knight of Wands and Four of Wands. It's something that's coming together. It seems, I feel like you guys are kind of impatient because you feel like you don't know what direction to go in. Or if the direction that you're going in is adding up to something. But it is. And this is why you got to be able to find a humor in your situation. Because, you know, and some of y'all are going to be comedians too. It's like every day I give a message to one of y'all about something that you're supposed to be doing. Yesterday was a dancing or art studio or something of the sort. So, but this is the thing. This is going to pan out right for you. It is. I don't know if you guys seen where I was telling you a story about a little girl or some girls, some teens that I was talking to, and they were talking about being an adult and their parents and breaking cycles and stuff like that on the video that I posted yesterday. You know, the videos are, whenever you watch them, they're relevant. I don't know if you guys seen it, but she was talking about the fact that she was telling another girl, teenager, one of her peers, she was like, the moment you start taking things too serious is the moment you lost yourself. Is the moment you need to let something go. I put it on God. On God, I said, she was like, the moment you start taking things too serious is the moment you need to let it go. Other than that, you have got to be able to see the fun in things. You have got to be able to be lighthearted about it and not really invest yourself to the point of no return on some stuff that ain't reproducing no fruit. It's hard to do. You have to have a bit of a delusional mindset to do it. This young girl happened to be a Leo, a fire sign that was talking to a Capricorn. And their sign, just really think about that. But I was like, girl, you was spitting facts to be 15. You gotta be a bit delusional right now. Gemini, I'm telling you, you have got to be, because you keep thinking, okay, well, logically this don't make sense. It don't gotta make sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. That's what you got to understand, because you got to know that you're not going to be sitting up here doing something that don't make sense. If you feeling inside and it's intuitive, there's a nudge and there is guidance that's sending you in a certain direction. You're being guided. It ain't about it making sense, because then you're going to talk yourself out of doing something. You're going to talk yourself out of it because you're like, it makes no sense that I'm sitting on here. Okay. Spilling some of my tea. When I am a reserved individual and I like to logically work out my own shit, it makes no sense. I don't like being vulnerable, because I feel like you gotta earn my vulnerability. You see what I'm saying? I don't like saying, well, God, I feel like I was betrayed. I feel like I was too good for some of these people that I was dealing with. But I feel like that put me in a desperate place, and I feel like I did desperate actions, and I feel embarrassed about that. I felt embarrassed for the longest about that. I was afraid. I was worried about what people thought of me about that. Because it's like, how do you get yourself to a level? It was like I was forced. Didn't want to be vulnerable, forced to a level of vulnerability just to be pretty much shitted on. I'm like, hey, excuse me, but I'm tired of living by standards of other people that they're not even living by themselves. They disrespect themselves on a daily basis and then tell me how I need to live. No, ma'am, no, sir. I was tired of it. I'm tired of people telling me, oh, well, you look like somebody that deserves more, and you look like you would be with a man with a lot of money, and I'm like, bitch, shit, I'm out here, I work for everything that I have. Okay, y'all? Like, real talk, I worked for everything I have. If it was not for my mom and my dad, and that was to a limit, my mom, for sure. And that was to a limit. They didn't abuse me, but daggone it, I'm thankful every day. The fact that I grew up and I had 4 walls to dwell in, and I had food every day. You know what I'm saying? And when push came to shove, I'm going to have what I need. I had what I needed as far as some way to be taken care of. And I wasn't abused. Well, I feel like all of us are abused in a way, emotionally, but not because someone is actively emotionally abusing you, like manipulating you with your emotions. No, because of the fact that they didn't know how to emotionally connect. But my parents wasn't even bad parents, though. And that's the thing. But I'm saying that everything is still, listen, you got to understand where I'm coming from. Everything that I earned. Everything I have been lied on. Like I was prostituting myself out, or like I sleep with men to get stuff. That is a lie. Not true. Not true. Everything. It's like I seen it and I wanted, and I got that from my parents. I remember, and listen, it took my mom a few times, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm about to go here. If you just want to check out, you can just check out. You don't got to listen to it. It doesn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? This is for people. This is for somebody that needs it. And this is for me following my guidance right now. Because I'm tired of people acting like I'm some robot. And like I don't deserve what I have. Or leaving me because I won't grovel to them. Because I can just do so much better when I'm here doing what I gotta do too. And I'm telling you, it started as young as I could remember. I was working at like the age of 12, 13, babysitting summer hire. Because I grew up in Germany. And I remember my mom used to get me stuff, don't get me wrong, but my mom was also cheap a lot of times. But listen, that works for her. Because that's how she got money the way that she got money, But all I know is I remember, me wanting a pair of Jordans or something like that. And my mom was like, I ain't paying $100 for no shoes that you would go. No. She was like, I tell you what, we're going to sell for something else. And you get a job. When you start working, you could buy. Just think of it like this. You could buy whatever you want. Nobody can control it. Ain't gonna say nothing about it. Ain't gonna do nothing about it. My dad used to always tell me and my sister, okay, make sure you get your own stuff. Make sure you make something out of yourself. Listen, graduate high school. That's the first step. Because you're gonna always come back and finish the other steps. Because you never want to be in a situation to where you are stuck. Depending on what somebody else is going to do, worrying about if they're going to put you out or whatever. And my parents never put us out. Each one of us that left, we left when we were ready to leave. When we left, we had a place to come back to. I can say that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm going to do with my daughter. I ain't kicking my daughter out. I had my daughter. I'm dedicated to my daughter for the rest of my life. Do you understand that? For the rest of my life. But, so you know what that meant for me. So I was like, I can get my own stuff. Sure enough, I remember getting my first little babysitting gig. I started a business. I went and I wrote up like this thing. What was it? A flyer at the time to go pin inside of like the buildings where people lived, like on the little board thing. And I put it up there, and people started calling. My mom was like, no, she will not. Do you know my daughter is 12 years old? And I was like, Mom, I'm 13. She was like, she is underage. And when she got off, like when she was telling these people she was calling, she was like, no, she will not. I had no idea she was even posting these because I only posted in like 2 buildings, right? And I said, the flyer said, hey, you. Hey, you, yeah, you. Do you want to go out with your partner on a date? Do you want to just get some free time to yourself without the kiddies or without the kiddos? I can't remember how I said it. Do you want to be free for a few hours? Yeah, you do. And that's why you should call me, your local babysitter, your community babysitter. I love kids. I did that. And people was calling immediately. And my mom was like, I'll be doing. And then I remember my mom, after hearing her turn some people down, I was like, what are you doing? I broke down. I'm crying. I'm like, what are you doing? Why aren't you doing this? And then she's like, because you can't be babysitting people's kids. You're not old enough. If something happens, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, but you said if I wanted my own money, I could just make it. And she was like, yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. But shortly after that, because my mom worked in the preschool, my mom recruited me and some kids to babysit. And she was like, and it started with 1, 2. I remember some nights it built up to like 6 kids I would have at one time. And I was like 13 years old. Like, and they were like infant. One was an infant. I had like 3 2-year-olds, 2 3-year-olds at one time late at night while their parents went out to the nightclub. I mean, they would be cutting up. And my whole thing, I'd be like, okay, they said the snacks is over here. They ate dinner, blah, blah, blah. Here y'all want some drink. Let's watch a movie. Let's play some toys. Keeping them all in one place. The baby crying. I got to feed her bottle. And I manage it well. And I've been working with children ever since, of all ages, y'all. But the point that I'm trying to make was that everything I worked for. And then as I got older, I would see things. Even as a young adult, I would see things. I'd be like, dang, I want a laptop. Because I remember when I'm not trying to disclose my age, but I remember when laptops had just started, people had just started moving towards laptops, you know. And I mean, it had been for a few years, but I hadn't really had my own laptop. I would have like a desktop, you know. And I was like, man, I want my own laptop. And I was working at the time. And my supervisor at the time, I voiced this. And this is another thing that I've always done. If you want something to come about, you have to make sure you voice it. Some type of way, voice it or write it down. And I just was like, because somebody is going to try to meet your need. If you hold it in, nobody's going to know. You know what I'm saying? I just remember being like, I want a laptop. And my manager at the time, the supervisor, he was like, listen, don't worry. I'm going to get you a good deal. Okay? Because he lived in another part of Germany than from where I lived. It was like maybe 30 to 45 minutes away. But he worked where I lived at. He was the manager of the teen center that I worked at. And he was like, don't worry. All you got to do, I'm going to tell you how much it costs. You're going to have a new laptop by the end of this week. A very nice one, okay? On discount. And he was like, let me get it for you. So I got a laptop that would usually be around $1,400, $1,500. I got it for like $1,100, $1,000, little over $1,000 or something like that. And then he told me how much it was going to be, or he told me just to bring. No, what he did, he was like, tomorrow, bring just how much money you think you can put towards it. He was like, it's going to be a really good one. A really good one at the time. He was like, you might need about $1,300, $1,400. He was like, I'm going to work it down as much as possible, blase, blase. And he was like, you hand me the money, I'm going to bring your change back in the laptop. That's what I did. Co-worker seen it, hating, talking about I was sleeping with the man. I'm like, that's a lie. I'm in a whole relationship. No, what you did not see, you see him bring my laptop in is what you seen, and him in front of everybody, because it wasn't like we was hiding it wasn't no secret. Him give me my laptop in front of everybody. That's what you seen that I paid for. But you ain't see all that. But the point that I'm trying to make is that has been my life for years. I work for everything I get. I do that. I do that. Even if I'm manifesting it, I do that. And can't nobody say they made me. And this is why I can't have no partner. Okay, and this is why when I do, it's just really random stuff. Because and people, shoot, I date and stuff like that. I have, but for a long time, for a while, I have put all my energy back into what I'm building, what I'm creating, who I am now. Okay? But the point that I'm trying to make is this, though. And what's wrong with having a partner that where you just the partner of the person? Whether you a man or a woman, we partners. We want to build something that's going to be something for our generations to come that's going to be better, so it's not going to be the same thing. And in order to do that, we can't go about doing things the same way that we was doing it. We can't sit here and spend most of our time fighting because you like a picture, on a website, or because I lingered a little bit too long talking to my coworker or whatever. Shit that I do. Am I saying that those things are wrong? I don't know. It just depends on the people that you are. This is what I'm saying. You have to know what you are and what you want, because that's what you set your lifestyle up with. That's who you attract. But the problem that I have is I don't want to be in those type of relationships. I want to be with somebody we see each other as equal. It ain't no roles. It ain't no set roles. And if it's a set role because you feel like, okay, well, yeah, you always do the dishes because you do the dishes better. I'm a cook because I cook better, whether I'm the man or the woman. You know what I'm saying? Whether I'm the masculine or the feminine, what needs to be done needs to be done. Somebody got to drop the child off to dance. Who gonna do that? Well, should I do it because I'm the woman? I'm being serious. Listen, no, we work together. It's called a team. That's what I'm talking about. Because you can't say you built me. And I had no, excuse me, that's not something I threw into people's face or nothing like that up until recently. When I started feeling like, well, God damn, I can't win for losing. But then I thought about it, I had to flip the way I thought around. I'm like, well, really, am I really losing? Y'all, I had to tell that story because it was sitting on me because I'm tired of people, they judge all the time. Like, you think you cute, you think you pretty, you probably got stuff handed to you. No, I have not had anything handed to me. It took a while for me to get. It was in my adult years where I thought I was actually pretty. When people would tell me I was pretty, I would be like, oh, okay, thank you. Nope. I work for every bit of confidence that I have. Y'all, when I started my channel, I had that. Listen, I don't even want to go in too deep. I'm just going to tell you. I remember my laptop getting broke by my sister's children. Her daughter stood on my laptop, and my two nieces, they were really young. They broke it. They cracked it. I could not record. I let the parents know your child cracked my laptop screen. I can't use it. I need my laptop. Nobody offered to put in to get me another one. Nothing. It was kind of like, oh, you're sorry, you SOL. I had then started using my nephew's. That was an issue. My dad told me, oh, you can't use his laptop anymore. The only access I really had to recording videos. Because I was doing tarot readings and stuff, and I was like, dang, I'm trying to keep this a secret. But then I was like, dang, I can't use my nephew's. I'm going to have to use my mom's. So when my mom wasn't using hers, I was thinking use my mom's. And just upload stuff and delete it off. Because I didn't want nobody to know that I was doing tarot readings. Y'all, this is the honest to God truth. But it seemed like my dad had already knew. But I was like, okay, I got to do something. I scraped together some money, went to Walmart. I bought a cheap tablet that had a keyboard attached to it. The quality was crap. I was spitting them videos out anyways. I couldn't record when I wanted to. I had to sometimes go to my sister's place to record while they was at work. I had to wait. If somebody was home, it don't matter what I had planned or set up. I couldn't record. I'd be like, dang, I didn't know my dad was going to be off today. Like, dang, I didn't know my mom. You know what I'm saying? I had no set structure. I would try. It was always somebody impeding on what I had planned. Whatever everybody else's needs was really put before my own, and I was still working. And love, that was shambles. People making me feel like I'm not worthy. I felt used for what you could get out of me. Like, this is just for real. This is just real. Now, okay, you know what I'm saying? I got my Benz, because that's what I wanted. If I wanted another type of car, bitch, I would have went and got that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have no co-signer. I'm going to tell my story. You can say you're bragging if you want. I don't care. Listen, my place is good. It's decorated nice. It works for me. I could record when I want to record. I work. I got hobbies. I got other gigs that I do. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely working towards a master magician status. That's what I'm trying to do. And listen. And I'm in a choosing seat because I got so much confidence. I'm talking to you about this because somebody needs to hear it. I got so much confidence. Some things might get to me emotionally sometimes because I'm like, dang, I'm tired of always having to be strong. Like, Spirit, I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? Everything is good. My money looking good. My life is feeling good. I'm pretty much free to do like a lot of stuff that I want, even at my job. You know? Like, and I'm like, dang, I got everything. Spirit. But I just kind of feel like I don't have that exact person. I let go of stuff from the past. Like, I'm looking towards some new stuff. And you can ask any of the men that has dealt with me in the past few years. They will tell you, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, butterfly will cut us off quick, fast, and in a hurry. And it ain't because I don't have the confidence. It's because I have the confidence. And it's because I'm like, no, you're not going to abuse me emotionally. You're not going to make me the butt of your problem when really I'm not. I do this with everybody. I have let go of so many people because I'm just like, you're not going to make this about me. If you're insecure, I did nothing. I have not pushed anything on you. I have not bragged about nothing that I got to you. I have encouraged you. I have supported you. That ain't what you want. You know, that's not. You want a woman that's going to come to you, grovel to you, beg to you, feel less than you. You feel like you have some power over making. No, you don't want to come to me as an equal. You want to be better than me. And I'm not even competing, but it's not my fault that you're feeling the way that you're feeling. And I have chose myself every single time after that. Because Spirit said, I don't care about what they saying and doing. What we want you to do is your mission. We want you to do what you were being called to do. Chill. You ain't really alone. A lot of these people in these relationships ain't happy, but I'm still like, Spirit, come on now. You know, you give me all these men, and I'm sitting here like, you know, that ain't the one I want. It's not. Because even if I give them a chance, it's always something. But anyways, that's neither here nor there because it's not a sob story. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just being real about my life. I feel like I'm tired of people assuming stuff about me and they're wrong. They're absolutely wrong. And I had, you know, like I said, I had people come at me with lots of stuff. They cut me all the time. You can't come at somebody that know who they are. Because you can come in a deceitful way, and then when they figure it out, it can hurt. It hurts for sure. But they gonna get back on their game. They gonna get back where they gonna keep on track. And the way to keep doing that, y'all, I'm telling you, is to just not get off track from jump. Don't let people get you off track from jump. So, here I am. I could record when I want to record. Multiple devices, multiple MacBooks to record on, right? When one breaks, I send that bitch in and I got another one. because I stayed the course. And I believed in what I couldn't see. And there was many a night, y'all, I'm telling you right now, I'm listen, I might be sounding cocky, but there was many a nights I cried. I stayed up all night crying. I broke down. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Had no money, but very limited and very little. Thank God for my daughter's father. He gets on my nerves sometimes. But thank God, I was like, well, let me go after a man with some type of career. At least that little child support that I was getting, child. This is just my raw, honest truth right now that I'm speaking. Like, I'm being very open right now. Very open right now. That was getting me through, and it would kill me, it would crush me when people tried to get with me and belittle me or crush my confidence because they thought I looked good or I was high maintenance. They thought it, not me. It would crush me every time because I'd be like, dang, like I'm sitting here crying at night. I am hurt. And like, I'm thinking back on it because I'm not in that place no more. But when I think back on it, it's just real. You know? Like, seriously, I would be hurt. I had nobody to turn to. Nobody. Like, I would go to work. I would still live my life every day as normal as possible. But I was very fragile. And it was like, people didn't understand. Like, that was still just try to crush my confidence, crush my feelings. They didn't understand, like, one word. Like, one word, I would have broke apart. I would go. And I'd go get in my car or wherever. And I would just cry until I couldn't cry no more, or I would just hold it in until I got at home. It was a lot, y'all. It was like a bunch of false starts, like for real, for me. And even the people I thought was my friends at the time, they was not there. They just was not there. Some of them was even actively trying to sabotage me. It was like, I can't explain it. And it was very hurtful because it was like, I would have never done that to them. And I'm not perfect. You know? So, okay, y'all, I'm gonna get back on track. Like, I feel like I wanted to voice this, though. Because it's my truth, and like, I'm not hiding behind my experience. I'm not letting anybody, like, believe what you want, but I'm not allowing anybody to take my experiences from me because of what they're pushing off on me. Like, that's not my reality, whatever they're thinking, and I'm not going to let people do that. And it starts with me, you know? And it's just crazy because I don't understand, like, looking at myself now and where I am now, I don't understand how I put myself in a position to allow myself to be treated these ways. But there's nothing I can do to change it. I'm just thankful. When miracles be happening for me all the time, I am thankful, man. I'm just, you don't understand, like, I'm just thankful. I'm stronger. I've always been who I am. I just own it now. 110%. I don't care who likes it, who don't. And I thank you because, like, whoever, I was touched to do this, and whoever listened, it was for you to listen. Okay? I'm gonna get a couple more cards in Gemini, and I'm gonna stop this video, and then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back, okay? Because this battery's about to die. I need to get the charger anyways, and warm my coffee back up. Y'all got me over here crying. Superstition. The star is reversed. The Hanged Man is reversed. The Ten of Pentacles is reversed. The Knight of Pentacles is reversed. The Two of Swords is reversed. For superstition. Yeah. Yup. Let me show you. Because you may not see. Listen to that story I just told y'all. I want you to do you hear what I'm saying? You may not see your future. I mean, you may see it in a vision type way. You may see it and it was shown to you some type of way, or that you just know it imprinting your DNA, but you just may not see the outcome or how you're going to get there. And this is where superstition falls into play, because the spirit said it don't matter that you can't see it. You know it. That's enough. You see what I'm saying? It don't matter because you can't get the complete outcome. You've seen this before. You know it because it's inside of you. Hanged Man is reversed. You're not stuck. You're not stuck. Call on the divine when you need support. Just listen to the story I just told you. And let the magic happen. Ten of Pentacles is reversed because this may look like there's nothing practical about what you're doing. Things are not set in stone. Really, this kind of stuff is up in the air. Even people you're dealing with, don't get in your own way with the predetermined way something is going to succeed or something's going to happen, because it may not happen that way. Knight of Pentacles, it's like some of you guys revising your route, or, don't be so stubborn or fixated on the route. Listen, if I was something, I wouldn't have just intuitively went where I went with y'all. Put that on my life. Because it's unpredictable things, and sometimes you're going to have to just go with it. And the Two of Swords is reversed. Make your decision and move accordingly. One more card for this self-esteem. And I'm going to end this. Y'all ain't going to have me on here. So you ain't going to have me on here crying. Y'all, I'm being serious. I felt that. Because you know how you have experiences and then you move past those experiences, or you think you did. That's what it felt like. But you think you did this whole time. But really, no, you're just doing things to just keep yourself going from the pain. To just keep working through it. But when you really, it hits you like, dang, I made it through. Maybe I wasn't completely healed and I just made peace with it. That's when you start doing things different and you ready. Y'all, when I'm telling you, I just dogged out by people. Y'all, I'm telling you, in just different points of my life, I had nobody to turn to. That's how I built such a strong relationship with the spiritual world. They was telling me, look, you have got to keep going. You are supported. We about to show you. And it did not matter. Listen, as long as I was being guided, I promise to God, it didn't matter what came up. I would end up being comforted. I would end up seeing little miracles happen. And that's what kept me on my path. Nine of Swords reversed. Self-esteem. That's right. You cannot be scary and you cannot be worried about what is yours and what you're going after. All right, Gemini, this has been long enough. I ain't mean to go on that still ain't even my life story. But it's a good part of summing it up. All right, Gemini, so I'm about to stop this video and come back with another video that I'm doing, and I'm basing this one on someone you're dealing with, okay? For love purposes. All right, take care. And I really thank you guys for being my therapist for this morning. Bye.